I'm Judi Vitale here from readthestars.com to talk to you about Mercury in Aries. Okay, the planet Mercury is responsible, as some of you may know, for our communication facility. This has to do with the way that we think as well as the way that we express what we think. For a while, Mercury was retrograde. It started off being retrograde in Aries and went back into Pisces, and now it's coming back into Aries again. As it does this, we may notice a shift in the way that we kind of process ideas. So rather than kind of saying, oh, well, maybe I'll get to it, or I feel a little bit dreamy about this, isn't this a nice idea? It's going to be like, no, do this now. Yes, don't do that. It's so, we're going to be very impulsive and maybe not always correct about what we say, but we will be getting across our point and our feelings. And this isn't necessarily an excuse to go around and tell everybody off, but it is a reason to take a little survey of yourself and see if there's anybody who does need to hear from you in terms of the way that they have stepped over your personal boundaries in some way or another. So that is the basic essence of Mercury in Aries. It is indeed brilliant thinking, brilliant ideas, and a little bit of impulsivity in there with it. So as long as you're not too brash, it's really okay to be a little bit brassy, okay? So let's talk about what Mercury will do with the other planets while it is in Aries. It will conjunct Uranus on April the 22nd at 4:30 in the afternoon. This is going to be a moment of inspiration, especially if you have any kind of planets around that area of 7 or 8 degrees of Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn. It's going to really hit you. You might also get really ticked off at somebody, so be careful. Mercury will square Pluto on April the 25th at 10:50 in the morning. This is a powerful idea, but it's also a bit of a confrontation with somebody who is the established authority and is saying this much must change. You might be in a position of saying, well, I would rather that it didn't, and this is why. And it's okay to speak up. Perhaps some of your ideas will be incorporated into the plans that have already been made. Mercury in a sextile to Venus on May the 3rd is going to be far nicer than that. This is how we express our nice feelings. And so go out of your way on that day to be very, very kind to someone. Mercury opposite Saturn on May the 5th at the same time as a full moon in Scorpio could be somewhat difficult. I'm not going to try to shade this any kind of woo-woo way, okay? This is a moment in time when our ideas are confronted with reality. So the thing that we thought was going to be just this brilliant, wonderful thing is suddenly not so brilliant when we cast the light of reality on it. And that's what Saturn does for us. We need to come to accept that, but also not to overreact to the disappointment. It's very important to kind of take the disappointment and just process it and look at it as something that is just going to pass, okay? And always remember forgiveness when you're dealing with Mercury in Aries, because it is very easy to be judge and jury to people, but it's not always so easy to forgive, but it's certainly more rewarding than anything. With that, I will leave you with the thought of Mercury moving into Taurus on May 9th and an invitation to contact me at Judy@readthestars.com if you have any comments on this or anything else astrology. I hope I'll hear from you. Bye-bye.